Post it.
I did.
That's our
Go!
Thank you for always being here to greet us when we come on.
Yeah, appreciate you being here. If I move forward, will I hit loot?
No.
Okay. Might freak him out a bit, but I'm not going to hit him.
No, he didn't even budge.
Okay. Actually, in a week from tomorrow. That's when the VTM thing is. Why is it unstable again? Don't do that!
Where? How? Where? He's fine, really.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Hi, you're okay. Okay, I'll move it. He said 3, 2, 1 internet. Okay. Hi, baby.
Ah, I see.
Come on. Yeah. This looks like I'm gonna hit him with a 2x4. This is how I discipline my cat.
Then you drop it. He didn't even.
No, he didn't twitch. I'm so sorry for the loud bang. Wow. I don't know how I dropped that. Did you oil my board again?
Sorry. It needed it.
Yeah. So here are the actual themes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 5 because it's weird. It doesn't have to be a hand, but taxidermy puppet. Whoop.
Should I vote on this one? Because
Yeah.
I'm in with you on the taxidermy puppet.
Okay.
Because you can get really interesting with the things you can attach to it. Can't you also put what are those called?
Sequins?
Yes, we'll put glitter on it. No.
Well, you can make a sequin taxidermy duck with sunglasses stapled to its face. This is awesome. You do so much with taxidermy. Investigator isn't a theme. It's a class. I took out all the classes and just took themes. We can add investigator to anything we choose. It could be an investigating hand or an investigating extraplanar entity. Or the cannibal clown might be investigating where his next meal is coming from. Affleck. That's right. William votes Affleck. Okay. Vanessa's shapeshifter sounded fucking awesome to me too. I get it. I agree. It's like hard to make perfect, but it's doable. I know that.
We can totally do that next week.
Investigating the Affleck duck. Yeah, we will keep shapeshifter on the board for next week for a different kind of witch or something else. So the taxidermied puppet, Affleck duck commander. Okay, everybody's saying duck. So you know what? I shouldn't say everybody's saying duck. A couple people are, but I love the idea too. So let's say it's a stuffed duck. Captain Bullet list is still open. Affleck taxidermy duck. Okay, so then what's the class? And what's the mental space of this taxidermy duck? Like, does it remember being a duck? Because that's horrible. An awakened cobra commander. It's just an actual cobra. Jackalope. A stuffed jackalope. If it's a druid, does it still turn into other stuff taxidermy when it shapeshifts?
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe it can shapeshift into the taxidermy duck.
There's no way to do that in the system.
Oh.
No. I know it'd be cool, but it doesn't get construct traits. I mean, you can just change it into a horse and say it's a stuffed horse. It doesn't do anything different. It's still a horse, but you can say it looks stuffed. That horse is very lifelike instead of that horse is alive. I would want a taxidermy puppet druid who can only shapeshift into other taxidermied animals. Yeah, I agree. I get that this is a good way to. No, this is a way that druid is a way to make a shapeshifter, but animist is just far better at shapeshifting now than a druid is. So, like, you could take animist and then take the multi-class archetype for a druid just to get the focus spell for druid, so that you have both. And if you went druid first, you can't get that from animist. You can't mix and match the focus spells from animist because animist doesn't give you the focus spells, which is the stupidest fucking thing that animist has. I mean, it's stupid that that's a rule. Now I want to see a taxidermy dragon as an encounter. A Tanuki could. Zarquan, you are correct. A Tanuki could turn into any kind of object, and technically any object a Tanuki turns into is animated. So the druid that turns into a bunch of, well, I mean, the Tanuki can't turn into any battle forms that are objects by themselves. They would have to have a class for it. But yeah, a Tanuki could just turn into a teapot that sticks out its tongue at people, because that's what a Tanuki does.
I thought that's what a teapot does.
That's what Aladdin's lamp does.
Yes, it does.
Oh my god, it'd be so sad, but it could be a taxidermied Tanuki. Because then you could easily take the Tanuki feats, because you can explain it away. And there'd be a completely understandable reason why the Tanuki would turn into taxidermied forms of animals, and it could still have all the shapeshifting into objects. And there's a story there, obviously. And it doesn't have to be a Tanuki, but man, that'd be weird.
Does it have a wallet made of its own scrotum?
Oh my god, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. I mean, I'm not saying you're a bad person, but fuck. Wow.
I guess it would be a purse, a coin purse, but close enough.
I hope they heard that. Yeah, they heard that. Oh my god, he's carrying around his own balls in a bag. Oh, that's so sad.
But it's for luck.
It's for luck? Oh, right, because they were supposed to. Yes, because this is how folklore gets started. Oh, Zarquin didn't hear you because it's his ears. She said that he could carry around his own scrotum as a wallet. Who's Alex? What? Alex who? I'm just playing with my earrings. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Could have said, my spouse, Alex, just laughed at that. Isn't that funny? Alex is so funny.
No, you're the funny one that's being laughed at.
Looks don't count.
I guess I should put this back over here, huh? So we can see face.
They know what I look like. I look like some random white dude with a beard.
And kitties.
Yeah. Well, that's not me. That's the kitties.
Yeah, but
That's
they're almost
okay,
always
baby.
attached to you, so.
Yeah, but they can't always see them.
Okay.
Like,
Trust me, they're
there's
here.
there's always a kitty right about here. Hi. I'm sorry. This is Jeopardy. Oh, Alex. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's one of those English words that don't make any sense. All right, so taxidermied puppet, but the taxidermy could be anything. Like it could be literally an elephant's wastebasket foot. It could be anything. Hold on. I want to know what this creature is first. Okay, fine. Yes, we could make the class. Well, we could pick any role because no role is taken. Although it'd be really weird if like a taxidermied animal healed people. From my pain, I heal you. Let me touch you with my glass eyes. Yes, hello. Well, yeah, we could do the same thing by taking not druid. It's like these classes are not uniquely their personality. Like you can do shapeshifting without druid. Just like you can do bard, everything but one thing with a witch, because witches can do everything. I think that'd be a fun group to make. Witches that try to be other classes. Although maybe that's only fun in my head.
I thought
I'm
was
okay
kind
with
of what
that.
this was turning into.
Well, sort of. It's witches that are going to be any role. It's not going to be any class. Because, like, if we're just going with the theme of witch, then it doesn't mean that each character is a witch. It just means that they have to have witch somehow. So it could be like a barbarian that also has the witch archetype. Oh, because the Tanuki can turn into anything? Costume thing? Okay. All right, let's go with the taxidermy Tanuki shape-shifting person. But again, we don't have to pick any specific class. Because while Animist has a unique focus spell that involves shapeshifting, which allows them to shapeshift every round the spell is active, that's the only reason to pick Animist. And Druid for shapeshifting, and Druid as can be taken at any point by anyone as an archetype to get the same shapeshifting power that a Druid has. So that still doesn't mean what class that we have to play. So we could play a witch with Druid spellcasting. I don't know what with Druid shapeshifting. I don't know what the benefit to picking a witch would be, but what's the role of this character? Since it can shapeshift into anything, it could be we focus on changing into humanoids or changing into animals, and so it could be for combat mostly, and so this would be like our martial. In which case, we probably wouldn't want to start with a druid or a witch. We'd probably want to start with something that has some parity with shapeshifting, but also combat prowess.
Well, if it can change into anything, any animal, any object, that seems to lend towards sneakiness or roguey type of.
Yeah, that's true. And what Dude Man said is also true. Druids get more to hit as a shapeshifter even over other classes. So yeah, true. Which means that they would be effective in combat as a druid because of that bonus to shapeshifting. But even so, it's not like martial level of capability. I should read the shapeshifting bonus the druids get. If anybody has it and could paste it on the screen, that'd be great.
They can't. Only you can put stuff on the screen.
Okay, fine. Discord. Okay. So then I need to clarify. Dude, man, that's also inaccurate. It's not being a druid that gives you the to hit as a shapeshifter. It's the druid's spell, Untamed Form. So the same argument still stands that you can pick any class and then take Untamed Form and be able to shapeshift and get the bonuses better than a druid, especially if you started as a martial, because you get your regular bonus, not just the druid's regular bonus. So heaven forbid we make a fighter. You can make a fighter with Untamed Form and they'd be the most badass bear in existence. taxidermy. Do you know how creepy that would be? Like this very rigid fur that's been glued on suddenly animates and bristles against your face. Ugh. The hair the hair grappling is a great idea because if we choose a creature that is tiny or really little in some way, small, then it gives them the excuse to, well, okay, specifically if it's tiny, if the creature's tiny, it gives them an excuse to reach outside of their square without having to get into somebody else's square. Now I have to look up witches' armaments. Does it actually give reach? It seems like it should, but I don't know if it does. It does not have fucking reach. I'm sorry. It's okay.
The one that can hear was startled.
Wild witches' armaments. This is the upgrade. Oh, that's so weird. Great. Wild witches' armament, 6 level feat. If you choose living hair, part of your hair hardens into sharp quills that you can eject with force. You gain quills ranged unarmed strike. That's a really shitty range. But yeah, the hair does not actually give you reach. It's a bummer. Still, it has the agile, disarm, finesse, trip, and unarmed traits. Really cool. Oh, at 20th level, it could get the reach trait. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Nobody plays at 20th level. What's a puss moth caterpillar? Okay, so if this is going to be our marshal, which makes sense with shapeshifting, because otherwise, why are you shapeshifting except to be sneaky? I think this is a convenient way to like shoehorn in a marshal, because if we're doing witches, it's going to be so easy to just cast for the whole group.
And with hair, and you can add claws and teeth attacks. It seems like it would be a good thing to do, Marshall.
Q for caterpillar looks like a tribble and is venomous.
Neat.
That's awesome. Like I want one, but just to tell people that it's venomous and to pet it.
And of course, have it do the triple sound.
Yeah, obviously. And if you can't train it, that's fine. You just attach a speaker underside its cage.
And what? Tie its mouth shut so it doesn't eat you?
I'm doubting that it actually could eat you. It's probably got spines that poison you.
How big is this?
It's a caterpillar. It's not like the size of a person.
It could be an oversized caterpillar.
Only if it's in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. So is there a particular marshal that feels like it could fit with a group of witches? I think that because of the druid's shape-shifting, I guess the way to tie this character in would be that it was created by a witch or a hag and is trying to track them down. And what better people to ally themselves with than witches? So, like, they could have even posed as a familiar to someone. They could have been someone's familiar. Ugh. And now they're posing as the familiar of one of the witches. So they could still have a very witchy theme without taking any witchy class levels. Because I don't really picture a stuffed, taxidermy having a pet. I can't wrap my mind around that.
Maybe it's the leader, though. And it screams Affleck at everybody to get them to move.
Yeah, that's the battle cry.
Get him!
Get him, Jeter! What are you laughing at?
Dude, man, with his investigator.
He's not letting go, man. He's not letting go of the investigator. Well, thumb is also, I guess this is the best place to put a thumb, because if you are, well, no, it's not, because we're trying to do druid. I think we might have to do druid. No? Wait. What level? Untamed form is first. So you could take both druid and witch. Witch to get the special attack. And probably basic lesson. What do you do with a fucking pet for a stuffed animal? You have a flea as a pet?
That's where your fuzzy caterpillar could come in.
Oh my god. Palatine Detective. Wait, is Palatine Detective charisma based? Yeah. Thumb. Charisma. Palatine. I don't see why that wouldn't work. The taxidermied animal could be like, yeah. I wasn't saying that it's a thaumaturge class archetype. I was just voicing my thoughts. So the Palatine Detective. I keep picturing Thing. Stuffed Tanuki. Palatine Detective. Oh god, that's so very weird. Wow, I just realized the inappropriate taxidermied animal parts you could have. All right. What would be more mechanically advantageous, Zarquan, since you are the master of spreadsheet? Would it be the investigator or the thaumaturge? Sounds like you're saying investigator, because you always get the not devise a stratagem. Yeah. Interesting. Weird. Okay. Yes, dude, man, we know. That's what you were saying. But I want like a comparison. And Zarquan has shown me his spreadsheets, so I know that he is very thoroughly comparing all of this shit while we talk about them. I guess the thaumaturge feels more witchy, but it's still not a witch. Does this feel Halloweeny?
The undead Tanuki.
He's not undead. He's stuffed.
He's still gonna smell terrible.
Maybe he's stuffed with spices. He's a Tanuki mummy.
Then he smells like pumpkin spice. So it's
Oh, pumpkin
Halloween.
spice Tanuki. Dude, man, if I were impaired, I would get less done on these streams than I get done. Just have to wiggle witch in there. Yeah, you can. At level 6, you could take 2 feats from witch. Palatine is like an eldritch investigator searching for who stuffed him into the... Yeah. If it was a stuffed dachshund, then it would be a Halloweeny. Oh my god. It's awful. Yeah, okay. So I guess it doesn't need to be a stuffed tanuki. I think that's not as funny as the other things that we could do. Like the stuffed. Is there anything that could be stuffed that would be a, I guess, a black cat that would be Halloweenish? I like the duck because it's fucking weird. I've seen so many stuffed ducks in my life. My grandfather made them. Hi. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have black. Could some of the Tanuki sold, but he'd be pissed. Yeah, he'd be incredibly pissed. Palatine still gets, yeah. You still get to devise a stratagem. It does fit the witchy theme. The Eldritch Investigator. You're right. Okay. So we'll do Palatine Detective. Which Dude Man is still an investigator because investigators add int to hit. I've heard that somewhere, Dude Man. Have you heard that? Palatine Detective. And Shapeshifter. Okay. I gotta reorganize this. Give me 1 minute. Alchemist. Cannibal Clown. Extra planar. That was a very happy marking.
Yay!
Oh, Seneschal. Squeaking is distracting me. Shoo-ba-doo, boo-ba-doo-doo. Boo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Command say taxidermy. Okay. Now we have all this space to work in. Okay, so we are doing the Palatine Detective so that it can be investigator and still have a witchy feel. So then it's basically a thumb, sort of. It's the thumb and feel, so it has some occult spells, which is good. And it is a shapeshifter, so that means that we have to take Druid as the multi-class archetype. Multi-class. Multi-class Druid to have the bonus of the Palatine and shapeshifting, untamed form.
I agree, William. We should put it on the board so we don't forget.
Turnip Leshy Jack-o'-lantern, you're right. Would that be a fire mage? Just keep spitting fire? But like with a lisp, because that's what I did. Malevolent Tanuki Palatine taxidermy. The scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Moldavia. Yeah. Turnip Leshy Jack-o'-lantern. I love Palatine Detective too. It's so great. I love that it has strong correlates with our own history. The Turnip Leshy Jack-o'-lantern. Nah, God fucking damn it. turnip. Jack-o'-lantern. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Monkey toes.
Well, I needed the cap. Okay, so multi-class druid for untamed form, Palatine Detective. It is a taxidermied puppet, some sort, and it's a shapeshifter. Then I think it would be fun to take the shapeshifter, to take Kitsune as a sort of blended ancestry, so that we get more shapeshifter abilities. And this is going to be a shapeshifting based. What's a good? Well, I guess there could be almost any deity or powerful being to follow that embodies shapeshifting. Queen Mab comes to mind. The fairy queen of air and darkness. For the witch part, because we gotta have witch. Or like the spirit of Kitsune, and it's something with shapeshifting, not just like the physicality of shapeshifting or the powers of shapeshifting, but like a truly shapeshift spirit, like somebody who is a quasi deity already, like banished into this body, someone who is so aligned with change that they can just automatically shapeshift. So like Loki, stuffed into a taxidermied animal. Yes, when you need to play Rosicrucian. Wow. Rosicrucian. Yeah. Or is it Rosicrucian? Rosicrucian? I'm gonna have to look it up. Damn it. I know you spelled it there. It doesn't look right. Rosicrucian. Okay. Yeah, it's the untamed form. That was the reason. I know it seems silly to just do it for that reason, but that allows you to mechanically be more effective in combat as a martial. And yeah, you don't have to. Like yeah, I would love it to just have witch as the class. Sorry, not witch as the class. There's a bang outside. Probably children. I would love to be able to ignore the untamed form spell the druids get. I think that I would actually save that till 6th to take it, just so that I didn't have to take a full 3 feats of druid. Because like I see absolutely no reason to include druid except for optimizing mechanical bonuses. And that's never a good reason to me. But I don't know, people might want to make this and use it. Okay, so what's an option if we don't take druid? Like obviously we are going wow. We were going with the Palatine Detective. And which actually I think that just sticking with Palatine Detective and witch might there might be a lot of feats to spend in Palatine Detective and witch alone.
Still not really sure what the story is here.
You mean for this one character? That was your introduction to the Rosicrucians. That's weird. Although sci-fi, I guess. People who are open-minded, that is some way to recruit people to the Rosicrucians. I guess the Tanuki being a stuffed creature has like all the makings of a revenge plot. And so it's really easy to say, what this person is doing in this body and what their mission is in the world. If it's like a duck or some other kind of creature, then it's harder to say why they could be stuffed in their raccoon dog form. Oh, that's sad. Because they just look like a regular animal and they could have been killed and stuffed in that form. Creepy. Okay, how do we give it ghost powers? Because it's fucking weird and like its spirit seems like it'd be pretty vengeful. Oh, never mind. It has Palatine Detective. It's gonna get some occult cantrips. Shapeshifter, yes. Palatine. Really neat untamed form. Is there any reason to take witch with this? I don't think so. Unless you want a natural attack. So we might just do druid for the untamed form. They already have a witchy theme. They fit with the witch group. And I don't really want them to have a pet, which you have to have as a witch. Yeah, you could just like prepare your spells from it and kill it every morning, but you still have one. Yeah, I thought about the deviant feats. The leaving its body makes sense to me. I think that's 10th though. And the Wraithly Grasp is kind of boring, but it's an option too. There are new deviant feats that are not up on archives. There's 2 deviant paths that I've only seen in Foundry. And I don't remember them because I only read them once. Fuck nuggets. Okay, so obviously we have our fighter with a little bit of casting. And the revenge plot thing. I could see this creature. Hi. Like, it was caught by surprise and killed, and I think that that would be sort of the saddest way for a Tanuki to die, tricked by someone else. So they were caught off guard, surprised, and just immediately, like, one shot. Yeah, hi. Yes, everyone knows that this feather duster it means that I have gas on my table now. Come here, come here. Yeah, it's a good kitty. That's okay. We can figure out how to mash in some creepy, ghosty flavor because it is essentially just a spirit possessing an object. No, 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 no. Not my coffee. I just fixed it. No, no. So the Tanuki was just out picking berries, like Tanukis do, innocent stuff, and it got killed. And it sort of had like a few hours of spiritual discorporation. And so it saw everything that was happening and then it woke up inside its body because it was still tied to it. Like it identified so much as being a tanuki. It's a tanuki's tanuki. It's very tanuki-ish tanuki. And so it was drawn back into its body once the mutilating of it was done. And then it was extremely pissed off that it couldn't move. And it might have even like panicked and stayed in that state for days until somehow the natural magic of its soul being Tanuki began to infuse the creature the not infuse. Well, I guess it's an object. It began to spread throughout all of the cotton padding and fluff that was inside it now and glass eyes. And it began to be able to move again. Because Tanuki are essentially magic given physical form. They are spirit made to have a body. So that connection could have easily transferred over to it's a spirit inside a body instead of it's a spirit that is manifesting a body around it. So it probably feels trapped and wants to shapeshift as much as it can all the time, but also has lost some of its Tanuki flexibility. And so it always has to change into something that resembles its current form, which is false, artificial in some way. Oh, man. What a tragic figure. And it would be, of course, seeking a way to return back to its own form. And there's a ritual for that. But until then, it's going to join with other powerful powerful spellcasters to hopefully find and take advantage of any magical power that could change it back. And until then, it perfectly fits with witches who are willing to accept odd things and spells. It does sound like a resentment witch. I wish there was some way to passively permanently boost a witch's attack abilities, even if it means like spending extra feats or giving up some spells, but there just isn't. Oh, that's weird. It's familiar could be a leaf on its head. That's a Tanuki thing. Like you just carry around leaves and put them on their heads. And this one has a special purpose. It's a tree star. It's a leaf of hope. Sure, let's pull from the land before time. Why not? I like this. This is interesting. I mean, the jackalope would still be an option as well, but the Tanuki really fits this system. So I like the idea of the stuffed Tanuki. Hi, I'm sorry. That it really gives it a purpose to go adventuring, and that's important in any character creation. So anytime I'm making a character, I try to figure out why the hell is it with this group, and this works. I just imagined a Tanuki. I just imagine a Tanuki Leafs fan. Is this a sports team? Oh,